This is the Leading Ladies Podcast with Karen Gray, the show that takes you around the world to share interviews with some of the most successful and relevant people on the planet. Hear their stories and get the most important business lessons they've learned on their road to success, and get exclusive access on how to implement their success into your life and business. The Leading Ladies Podcast is brought to you by the Strategic Advisor Board and your host, Karen Gray.
Hey, are you looking to scale your business from 5 figures to 6 figures or 6 figures to 7 figures? If you are, I have the perfect thing for you. What I want you to do today is I want you to go download a book. This book is going to take you through my 3-pillar system. It's 100% free. All you have to do is go to growfast.cash. I say again, go to growfast.cash, and you're going to be able to download my free international best-selling book, which is called Be Good, Be Brief, Be Gone. You can take that book. It's going to help you scale your business to the next level. Again, go download it. Be good, be brief, be gone. Growfast.cash. I say again, growfast.cash. Enjoy.
Welcome back to Leading Ladies, where women lead differently. And today's guest you heard is the amazing Emily Hawkins. Emily, thank you for being here, for having this conversation, and for helping us lead.
I am so excited to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
Well, you and I have had several conversations. I'm so excited to have this one too, because you have such an amazing insight and have already poured into my life. I shared that on another conversation, and I just can't wait to hear what you share now. I just am all in. I am fangirl of Emily Hawkins. So question for you, we're going to kick it off with your interpretation or definition of leadership or a leader. You can choose either way.
Oh, interesting. So I think being a leader in general is really just being the fertilizer for growth. That's all. And it sounds so unsexy, I guess is the right word I'm going to use here.
Yeah, I mean, but that's a visual description. Like, I can literally see that, but what comes up to me, and I have a background in agriculture, rodeo, so fertilizer to me is manure.
Mm-hmm.
So from the piles of stuff that happen to us, we can evolve into this leader. That's what I have this visual of. That 100%. Is not sexy, but man, that is like, and that's how grass grows green, right?
It's how flowers grow.
That is like foundational.
It's how fruit grows. It's how everything grows. It grows when fertile soil, also known as manure, if we want to call it that.
When we feed it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So that's a perfect visual. So from that fertile soil of feeding something, helping it become, how do you then personally, with your program, which you have this amazing modality called LeaderSHIFT, which I think is brilliant, how do you help women specifically? We'll talk to the women in the audience. How do you help them lead differently, authentically, purposefully, so that they can take that next elevated step in their life and career?
I love this. And what I want to do in the next few minutes is teach you something directly from my program.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Yeah. I feel that especially women, we have this beautiful gift of leading with our hearts that we don't tap into enough. And I want to share with you how to do it in a way that will actually grow your influence and put your team's productivity on steroids, whether it's your business or it's a team or your department or, the entire company.
Yeah. Now is this applicable for women who are in male-dominated industries, corporate, C-suite positions, top Fortune 50 or Fortune 500 or Fortune 1000 companies?
It works everywhere. And I've actually used it everywhere. I came from 15 years of working in a male-dominated supply chain and now own my own business. And I teach this to small business owners, and it works everywhere. One of the businesses I started working with actually uses this acronym that I'm going to teach you for their mission and vision and values of their organization. They just were like, yes, this is exactly how we want to lead.
How exciting.
Really
okay,
excited.
Let's dive in. I love this.
All right. So the acronym is STABLE.
Okay.
And that's something
I'm writing this down. If you see me looking down, I'm writing this down because this is brilliant.
Of course. Yes.
Stable.
So stable, again, going back to the unsexy, right? We don't talk about stable. We talk about like growth and, we use these like huge power words. Yeah, exactly. But stable is what you have to have first. Because if you don't have stability, then nothing grows. Nothing changes.
Nothing's permanent, right? It's not sustainable.
Exactly. Yeah. So I feel like there's a huge power in stability. And using this acronym, I want to walk through what each of these letters stands for. So the first one is SEEN. So I want you to provide a safe space for your team, your employees. Again, it doesn't matter what type of organization you're in, to voice concerns, give you feedback, and for you to follow through with that feedback. So many organizations talk a big game, share all your feedback, and then you don't see anything change. Well, you have just lost in that scenario. So absolutely truly see your employees. So SEEN is the first one. The next one is trust. And this is important because trust is a two-way street. We usually talk about it one way, but I want to talk about it both ways. One is trust that your team can do exceptional work. Trust that.
Okay.
And in order to trust that, trust them. And they have to trust you. It's a two-way street.
Always,
so how are they going to trust you? Well, you need to provide standard operating procedures. You need to provide guidance on how to handle things. You need to be someone that they feel comfortable coming to. That's trust. But other levels of trust are allowing them to fail and grow. And also, you need to practice what you preach, meaning you need to show up on time to meetings. You need to follow the rules that are in place. You are not an exception. All of that builds trust. And so trust them, but then show up, and that way they will trust you.
And so you have to be trustworthy.
Correct.
Brilliant. Yes.
Correct. So the next one is ability. So I alluded to this with trust a little bit. Trust that they're the expert. In ability, I want you to let them be the expert. Let them. I want you to let them run a meeting. Let them grow in their area. And tell them how the work they do moves the needle.
Looking to grow your business beyond 5 figures, 6 figures, 7 figures plus? What I want you to do is go download this book. The title is called Be Good, Be Brief, Be Gone. It will help you grow your business past 5, 6, and 7 figure. Go download the book today, growfast.cash. I say again, growfast.cash, and download the book for absolutely free.
Share with them regularly how they have changed things, but be specific about it. So, man, that Thursday meeting that you ran where you provided those numbers for me, it changed the game and it got us more money for the organization. Thank you for that. See how specific that was? You are breathing into the ability of the people on your team when you tell them not, you're great, but you're really great at running data. And here's a specific example of how that grew our organization. Having people see themselves and their abilities and how those work and mirroring that for them is incredibly important for them to grow properly and have the confidence to do more in your organization. Another thing that you can do is productive gossip. I love productive gossip. This is where Karen and I are in the kitchen and I say to Karen, man, Sarah, she just showed up. She really helped in the last 3 weeks build out this plan that we have in place. She's implementing it. We're on time and under budget. I don't know what I'd do without Sarah. And I hope that Karen goes and tells Sarah about it. And I hope that Karen goes and tells somebody else about Sarah. That's productive gossip, and that will actually incentivize your team in even better ways.
Love it.
So the next one is boundaries. And this is not what normally people are like, really? This is part of the thing? Yes, it is part of the thing. So boundaries are super important for two ways. You actually honoring boundaries.
Right.
But honoring the boundaries that you have for your employees. And there are a lot of ways of doing this. One is making yourself available. So make yourself available when people need you. Either very clearly communicate when you're available so that they know they can come in your office or jump on Slack or have a Zoom meeting with you, whatever works in your world. And then clearly communicating what success looks like in a role.
Yes.
That's actually boundaries too. If I said to Karen, go create a new social media plan, that is so vague. Like, for what? What channel? What's our message? What's our plan? How long do I have to do this? I've given her no clarity on what I deem success for this project. And by not giving her that, I'm actually not honoring the boundaries of that specific project or that person's abilities. And then also another one that we don't talk about enough is having the conversation about career advancement. I unfortunately had somebody that I did not have that conversation with. I assumed she wanted to get promoted. And I found out later that she was trying to get pregnant with her first child. By the way, she quit. Because I was pushing her too hard. I never asked if that's what she wanted. So boundaries, part and parcel, is what kind of career do you want? What are you looking for here?
So it sounds like the key to that one is communication.
100%. All of them, spoiler alert, are communication for sure. The next one is love. This is another word that we feel we cannot use at work. Love. But here's the thing. We are all motivated differently. There's a book, The 5 Love Languages. I actually think in the workplace, there's really only 4 of those because I don't really think that physical touch is something that's appropriate. But it's interesting, studies that have been done on giving people money is that it's truly not effective. You could give people money, and if you ask them what will motivate them, they're all going to say money. But what really is true in some cases is that they want, actually in most cases, they want other things. They want acts of service where you take over for them while they're on vacation. They want gifts. Oh my gosh, my boss left my favorite candy bar on my desk and said that I did a great job. They want quality time. Hey, let's go to lunch together and let's talk about what's going on with you. They want words of affirmation, emails, handwritten notes, public announcements. Any of these things go a truly long way. And you will notice I did not say money because that's something you're already giving them. And I will tell you that the effect of money, from what I've seen with my clients, lasts maybe 30 days. And then whatever was demotivating that person comes right back. So love your team in their preferred language.
I love that.
And then the final one is enjoyment. Make work fun. Share what you're doing on the weekends. Talk about your family. Oh my gosh, let's normalize talking about our families. I feel like as women, if you talk about your family in certain work environments, it means you're not dedicated. So how I want you to flip this script is ask your team about their families. How is your family doing? Tell me about your family. Normalize that, and then everyone will start sharing. Have lunch outings, team retreats, relaxed meetings. Have a day where you all dress up funny or whatever. Like, I just love these types of things where we're trying to build on friendly banter and camaraderie on your team in a bonding way, not in a mean way. one of the things that I used to do when I was in the corporate world was we would do highlights and lowlights in our staff meetings. And every single person had to share a highlight and a lowlight from that week. And whoever had the best lowlight got a prize. And I was always like, it was always something silly, but we would cheer on whatever the lowlight was, whether it was a mistake or we had a client that was being ridiculous or whatever. And it normalized that perfection is not going to always be the case. And again, if you notice, all of these, each of these feed off each other.
Yeah,
so you
absolutely.
start one of these. If you just implement one of these this week, you will start to see your the change in your organization in communication and productivity. It's just a beautiful thing.
This is such a gift for owners of small companies, for, as you said, every level. It is so applicable. And I can see how this is also something. So if I'm a solopreneur, am I providing this for myself?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Am I actually taking time to have my own internal board meeting to see myself? Am I trusting myself? Am I being trustworthy and honoring my word to myself, keeping my word?
It's funny you say that. I have a little stand-up whiteboard in my office that says, "This is so fun," to remind myself
to have fun.
It's so fun, because it is. Like we have created this for ourselves. How awesome is that? This is so fun.
I love this. This is so good. Emily, such a gift. Again, thank you for this. And one more time, if you want to connect with Emily, she has her website, emilyhawkinsforyou.com. So you can tap into this, all of her resources, great ways to just elevate yourself as a leader, as someone who is set apart, doing things differently to make the true impact and the change that you want to make, because that's really ultimately why we're all here and why we choose to lead, whether that's leading ourselves or leading others. We have to do it from this place of wholeness, and that starts with a stable foundation. And I love this. So great. Thank you for being here and sharing all that you do with our listeners and the Strategic Advisor Board family. We appreciate you so much.
Thank you so much.
And we will see you on the next episode of Leading Ladies.
Hey, we all want to scale our business. Hey, I have the answer for you today to help you do that. If you're looking to scale from 5, 6, even 7 figures and beyond, book called Be Good, Be Brief, Be Gone. I'm going to give it to you for free. All you have to do is type in growfast.cash. I say again, growfast.cash, and you can download the book for absolutely free. I hope the book helps you this year. Take your business to the next level. Again, go grab the book, growfast.cash. I say again, growfast.cash. I wish you the best, and grow, scale, and win.
Thanks for listening to the Leading Ladies podcast with Karen Gray. Please leave your feedback and visit strategicadvisorboard.com to get the latest and greatest best business advice on the planet. Follow us on social media for updates, and we'll see you on the next episode.
There it is. Magnum. Holy moly.
Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for!
Dear God.